Microsoft has released Magentic UI, a web agent for your browser tasks, and we are going to install it locally with Ollama in this video. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Magentic UI is a research prototype of a human-centered interface powered by a multi-agent system that can browse and perform actions on the web. It can also generate and execute code, plus it can generate and analyze your files on your local system. Primarily, the actual use case for this Magentic UI is that it is useful for web tasks that require actions on the web. For example, filling a form, customizing maybe a food order, and you can also use it to do navigation on the websites, especially the websites where search engines are not available or where we have some sort of filtering and link embedding. So let's get it installed and then we will see how exactly this works. I also want to thank Mass Compute for sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you are looking to rent a GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to their website in video's description, plus a discount coupon code of 50%. I will be installing this Magentic UI with Ollama. Ollama is one of the easiest and fastest tool to run large language models locally. So this is my Ubuntu system and this is my GPU card NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I already have Ollama running and I have this Qwen 3 model as you can see on the screen. Now if you don't know how to install Ollama, just go to ollama.com, click on download and install it either for Mac or Windows or Linux by running this command. And if you want to use the agentic oriented model, just go to models, click on tools and then select any of these models in order to get it installed and running. These are all tool models because these agentic frameworks, they need a model which has a tool use. Tool use simply means that whenever a user writes a query or prompt, the model converts it into a function call or tool call and then that call is executed by your own application. So now you know what exactly this all thing is. So let's first create a virtual environment with Conda. You can go with Python virtual environment. And while that installs it, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Matrix. Matrix lets you create a realistic world simulator where you can run repeated simulation as A/B tests for your marketing captions. That allows marketers to test different angles and strategies, and you will find the link to their website in video's description. Next, let's install this Magentic UI with Ollama support. You can also simply install it with Magentic UI and you can use it with OpenAI, or if you have Azure Cloud subscription, you can also use it with that. But I'm just going to go with that Qwen 3 model with the help of Ollama. And I believe behind the scene, this Magentic UI is using AutoGen, which was, I believe, acquired by Microsoft long time back. Okay, so everything is installed now. Let's now launch this Magentic UI. And you can use this simple command in order to launch it. And there you go. So it is running at the moment. And of course, you need to make sure that you have Docker installed because it is Docker based. I should have mentioned it earlier. My apologies. So Docker is one of the prerequisites which you need to have. So that means that if you are using it on Windows, I would highly suggest that you go with WSL and then install Docker and then run it from there. Otherwise it is not going to run, unfortunately. And if you don't know how to install Docker, just go to my channel and then search with Docker, and I already have done a very easy to understand video on Docker, and I have a latest version of Docker installed. And it is going to build a lot of Docker images, so you just have to be patient for a bit. And eventually it gets installed, and you can see that now it is running at our localhost at port 8081. So let's go and check it out. I'm just going to give it here, and there you go, our Magentic UI is running. Now the first thing which you need to do in order to run it with Ollama is to click on the settings icon on the top right, And then once you are here, you can check out different stuff, like it is already dark mode. And then you can set some approval policies. You can allow all websites if you like, or restrict to it. And then there are some advanced options. You can just leave it as is for now. And then you need to click on model configuration. Now either you could set it in the YAML file, in the config.yaml file, just something like this if you like, or you could simply create your own YAML file and then import it from here. And then you can simply select the model from here. There are a lot of models, as you can see, from Azure, from GPT, and all that stuff. Now in order to get it working with Ollama, you need to use another config. Let me quickly show you. This is a config I have created, and it has taken me more than 3 hours to get it right after going through a lot of documentation. I wish Microsoft would have put it in the GitHub repo, but well. So all you need to do is to specify your model, your API endpoint, and all of these parameters. And then both for orchestrator and this action guard, you have to specify in all of these, plus with this API endpoint wherever Ollama model is running. So let me import it in this Magentic UI by just clicking on this import YAML. I'm just going to import it from here, and there you go. So YAML file is imported. Okay, so everything is ready. Let's try it out. So I'm just going to ask it, when does the nearest pub near Sydney CBD close today? Let's see if it can do the browser search. So it is processing at the moment. Wow, okay, this is interesting. So it's a live view. I will let it run. It says that I will identify, I will locate the relevant info, I will provide the information to the user. So I'll just, okay, fine, go ahead. So this is pretty good reasoning one. I will let it run so that you could also see. So it is identifying my request. It is locating the nearest information. What happens if I click this? Okay, so it's a plan. Okay, fine. I think I can also auto approve. Live view is not showing what it is doing. Okay, I'll just go here where it says final answer. Okay, so the user wants this. It says, so the web server, the web server is not working. It seems we would also need to configure it, but it is talking about, star and all those stuff. Again, it is telling me to use the Google Map service. Interesting. Now, what happens if I click this? What is this happening here? Okay, so this is the interface where you can check. And because I don't have any VNC, maybe that is why. Interesting. Okay, I'll just go back. And I'm just going to click on settings here. And in the settings, the action approval policy is AI based judgment. You can always say never required or always required. So let's do it never required so that it doesn't ask me again and again. And then maybe we'll start a new session, and then let's try out one of them. So maybe I will say search archive for latest paper on computer use agent. Let's check it out. It is processing. Let's see if it can do the web search. Okay, it is still asking me for plan. Amazing. Let's check, and it doesn't show the reasoning properly. I mean, properly means that there is no detail, and there is a lot of, you see that I already have done the auto approval, but still I think it is asking me for approval on every step, even in the new session. And I don't see any live view here. It says take control. What would I do with take control? Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to click here. So it is still very patchy, you can see. No screenshots, there is no. It says you have live. I don't want the control. How do I give it back? Okay, anyway, I will just stop playing. And I will cancel this. And maybe I will try now this order me a custom pizza stuff. So the effort looks good, the idea looks good, but I think maybe very early days. And you see, it says that I cannot help with that request. So I think it is still far from, I would say, production ready. Not sure why Microsoft has launched it. So now what I'm going to do, this might be the issue with the Qwen 3's contest version. So let's now try it out with OpenAI's actual model. So I'm just going to go back into the setting and revert back to that config.yml and see if it works relatively well with OpenAI's own models. So in the settings, I'm just going to maybe go with this GPT-4o, and it says model updated for all clients. So I'll just go with this maybe, and I'm not going to use this. Okay, so let's cancel this and let's refresh. And now it is working with this OpenAI one, and I have just selected the same pizza question. Let's accept the plan. Let's see what it does this time. So now it is trying to locate that. Okay, now it is much better. So you see, it works really good, or what exactly it is expected to do with the help of OpenAI. And in the live view, it is doing some web searching and all that stuff. Pretty nice. It is processing, and this is a paid option. So I will also tell you towards the end how much did it cost me, but for now let it run. And I will, you see, it is doing the live view. It is clicking. So that is very actually impressive. And if you remember, we also covered another model from Microsoft, Omni Parser, which also does a similar sort of thing. So maybe they are also combining that Omni Parser behind the scene, who knows. And then on the left hand side, it is just thinking, it is creating the plan, executing the plan in a step-by-step fashion, which looks quite interesting. So definitely you can use it with Ollama, but it doesn't really work. So it says that it is going to place the order. So let's accept the plan. And then it is going to keep working. It is finding the contact information and all that stuff. Pretty nice. Okay, so I'll just expand it. There you go. So it is doing some Bing searching here behind the scene. The good thing is that I didn't have to place any sort of Google Map API or anything like that. Okay, so I'm just going to stop it here. Maybe we will open a new session and we will run it, maybe one of our own questions. So I'm just going to ask it, okay, I want to buy a second-hand car of any reputable brand, and my budget is, I'll just call it maybe dollars, $5,000. Maybe let's not that cheap. Maybe let's go 5,000. And I am based in Sydney, Australia. Find me cars in radius of 10 kilometer under that budget. Let's see if it can do that. Let's fix the spelling of radius. Okay, because this is a real world use case, right? So let's see if it can do that. So there is a step 1. Yep, go for it. And still it doesn't do the auto approval for some reason. So it is searching for second-hand cars around Sydney. There you go. So it is telling you what it is doing. It is typing this into the search bar. It is searching for it. That is pretty impressive. So I will let it run and then see what it does. And it has now gone onto this the car website, it is, and you see it has already filtered it down to under 5,000. You can tell from the price. And it says there are 503 used cars. Amazing. And reputable, some of the reputable brands. It is just following my prompt. So let's wait for it to process it. And then it has given me the answer. I'll just ask it any one car you would recommend. Sorry. To buy out of all these cars. Just select one. Let's see if it can do that. So of course we can chat with it. We can ask it to do all of this stuff. By the way, so far it has already charged me around $4 for doing all of this stuff. So in US, so pretty expensive affair. And it is going with this BMW, it seems. Hopefully it is not going to select every car. So look, I will just stop it. I don't want to go bankrupt while making this video. Or maybe more bankrupt, I would say. So look, very impressive tool, no doubt about that, but only works with the OpenAI's own models, as you already saw. I wish that day will come when the quantized versions from Ollama or any similar site would work as good as these paid API-based models. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for all the support.